guys, it's Sydney and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. First things first, don't forget to subscribe, click that bell button so you get notified every time I upload, and give this video a big thumbs up. So for today's video, I'm finally making a how I edit my Instagram photos kind of video. I feel like I've been getting this request for so long, and throughout all of it my aesthetic on Instagram has changed a lot. So if this isn't the current aesthetic that you wanted to see how I edit, I'm sorry. But anyways, let's just get right into the video. Right on my screen I have my photography little folder in my phone. So I have Relook. It's kind of an app like Facetune. So that's one thing. I don't actually have Facetune. I don't know why. I just never really downloaded Facetune when it became a thing. I saw another one of these videos from, I don't even know what YouTuber, but this girl used Relook, so I downloaded Relook, and that's what I use as like a Facetuning kind of app. And then of course I have Unum, however you want to say it. It's like the scheduling app. I have that one app, Glitch. I honestly don't use it that much. It gives you the cool glitchy effects on your photos. And then I have just a Camera Connect app for my vlog camera. And then I have Fonto. It's just an app where you could put text on photos or like create like kind of collages. It's hard to explain. It's just one of those apps that kind of do everything almost. And then I have Photoshop Fix. I really only use that for my job. I work in social media, so I have to edit a lot of photos, and this app is really easy just to do that kind of editing, so I'm not even going to go through that because I don't use it on my Instagram at all. And then I have Unfold. Unfold is a great app for making collages and everything. I'll show you guys it right here. So there's like different folders in there. So like for example like Instagram posts. So this is how I make my posts with like the film looking collages is through Unfold. I think that set you have to actually buy for those little collage like features that look like film. And then I have Afterlight, which I will show you guys how I use that. It's another one of those editing things that it could add effects or other features. I use it to add the dusting effect, so I will go through all of that. But my main app, of course, is VSCO, VSCO, whatever you call it. So I have that right on my main screen because I use it all of the time, and you can see all of my photos. So I guess for this video, okay, let's edit this photo. So in VSCO, this is the very first thing that I do when I am editing a photo. So we got this guy right here. I used to use A4. That's a really popular filter with a lot of influencers if they don't use a preset or anything and they still use VSCO. A lot of people use like the A's, so like A4, A5, A6, those ones I've noticed. And I used to use HB1, which is this one I have on there right now. I don't use it at all anymore, but that is the one that I used to use. If you scroll down through my aesthetic, I guess we'll like show my little aesthetic that I've got going on right now if you don't know. So here is my aesthetic right now. It's just kind of like a natural looking. I want it to be more natural, you know, has a filter but it doesn't look like it's too filtered kind of thing going on. So I've been doing that for a while. Down here is when I used to use A4, that one filter I was talking about, and then even further. And then down here is like when I used HB1, that really white theme that I have going on. I used that for a while. So now the filter that I use is this one called Dog. It's Dog 1. This is one of the downloadable filters. It's a free download in VSCO, and that's the one I use. So this is it on like full blast. I really kind of edit depending on the lighting of the photo. So this lighting, it looks great and everything, but I do like to tone it down a little bit so it's not as intense and as like brown. And what I really like with this filter is it almost kind of looks like it smooths your skin out and it gives you a nice tan, like bronzy look to your skin. So I really like that, but I always kind of bring it down a notch, and then you could press and hold, just like see that difference. It just gives it like that cool filter effect, but when you look at it, it doesn't look that filtered. So that's what I really like with my aesthetic. I was gonna jump on to the preset bandwagon with my Instagram, but I was just like, that just ain't me. Like, it's not that deep for me. Like, I love Instagram, but like, I just wouldn't even know where to start with presets. I'm not there. I don't know if I'll ever get there, but all the power to you if you use presets. Then I like to go into saturation and literally do the tiniest amount of saturation. I don't really like to do a lot, like boom, that's good enough for me. It just kind of brings those colors out that were kind of like desaturated from the filter itself. It's really not that big of a difference, but like, I just like it. It also gives it more of that less filtered effect because it brings back a lot of life into the photo with the color. And then also sometimes I'll mess with the exposure if I want it darker, if I want it lighter. This photo in particular, I kind of like where it's at. Actually, I might do a little darker, just kind of add some shadows and whatnot. Then I like to go into the grain and add a little bit of grain. Sometimes it depends on the photo. Like, I never really go this far with the grain. I usually won't really go past 5 with the grain. I just don't like my photos super grainy, but like, I think that looks good. So we do a little before, after. Ooh, who is she? She's an influencer. Then I also want to just crop it. I like just the square crop, but I kind of want my tattoos in it, but I don't like how you can see my jeans. So boom, yes, there it is. Alright, then we're gonna save to my camera roll, and then we're gonna hop over to Afterlight, and this is where I put that dusting effect on my photos. So here we are in Afterlight. So right when you open it, you go to like these 2 circles right there at the like bottom right, and then you go to dust, and they have all different kinds of dusts. It's like, yeah, you can just see. I usually just stick with dust 1, and then you can click on it and rotate like the dust marks, and I usually just rotate it for there not to be any like awkward ones on my face. So like, none are like in a super awkward spot, you know, where it looks just like a white blob on my face. Like, it all looks even, and then you can like make the dust like harder or lighter. So I usually make it a little lighter so it's not as intense. And then yeah, that's literally it with this photo. I'll show you guys some of my hacks that I also use with other photos in this app, Relook. I have not used this photo at all. So in Relook, actually my skin looks really good in this photo, wow. So in the app Relook, I've been thinking about switching to Facetune because like everyone uses it, you know, but like I just know how to use this one so well. But in the app Relook, I like to use the clean tool in that bottom left, and you literally just kind of go over your face. So it kind of just blurs it where it doesn't look super like smoothed out, like weird. It just kind of makes it all look like nice and like airbrushed without looking like way too freaking edited. So like that still like looks fine. It just kind of gets rid of some like weird fine lines and whatnot. You know, sometimes there's also a darken tool. What I'll do a lot if my face looks really washed out, if it's like just the lighting or whatever it may be, then I'll use the darken tool and kind of almost like I'm contouring my face. I'll just kind of add darkness in those natural spots where it should be darker, so my face isn't washed out. What else do I do? Sometimes I do that with my nose as well, if my nose kind of gets lost in the photo because of the lighting. And also, you can't really see in this photo, but an awesome hack is if you take the teeth whitening tool, and if you're ever like, you have a photo like side, you could see the highlight. Literally, I mean, this photo you can't really see it, but like take the teeth whitening tool like I just did. Now that looks extreme. And it helps to brighten your highlight, and it makes it like really pop in. So there's a life hack for that to make your highlight pop even more in photos. Like you could see in this photo that I posted on Insta, I used the teeth whitening tool and like put it over my highlighter. Like it was already like kind of popping in this photo and like on my nose, but I just slightly did it and it just makes it pop a lot more. Oh yeah, I used that clean tool just to like put it on my body so my skin just looked smooth without looking like way too edited, like totally smoothed out, airbrushed to the max. Like that's why I really like that clean tool, because it's like the perfect amount of like clean it up sis, you know what I mean? So that's really how I edit my Instagram photos. I don't put that much editing into it. I'm actually kind of like proud of that. Definitely back in the day, like when I had the whole white aesthetic, I would take like literally 30 minutes like to edit a photo. Like I would whiten everything in the background and do all of that, but I really just don't do that anymore. I just kind of post what I want, and I think that's the most fun about Instagram at this point. I'm just kind of treating it more as my creative space than trying to like impress others or what. I don't really know where I'm going with that, but you know what I mean. I'm just kind of editing, doing what I like. It's just my thing, you know. I don't need to put hours of editing into an Instagram photo. Like it's not that deep kind of thing, but I do really love taking content, sharing my content with you guys and whatnot. So with that, this is the end of the video. It's kind of a fast one, I feel like, just because I just don't really edit my photos like that in depth. But I hope you guys liked seeing how I do edit my photos. So with that, don't forget to follow me on Instagram so you can see all my photos and whatnot. And give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next week. I hope you love this video. You know, comment your IG tag down below. We can all show each other some love. I don't know. But yeah, okay. Thanks. Love you guys. Bye.